I'm so stuffed with fluff, I'm dummy thick. And the clap of my ass cheeks alerted the bees.
Hello! Hello, my name is Happy Black Legends. Thank you so much for clicking on this video and on my channel. I really, really fucking appreciate it. So I haven't done a Let's KiKi and Chit Chat in a hot ass minute. But for today's Let's KiKi and Chit Chat, I just wanted to rant. I really just wanted to rant about why I do not like the Disney Corporation, Mickey Incorporated Disney. Why I do not like the Disney brand. I want to start this off by saying, you guys already know that I was a theater kid. You already know that. But what you don't know about me is that I was not only a theater kid, I was a Disney freak. I was a Disney fanatic, okay? This is so embarrassing, but I will admit it. I used to want a Mickey Mouse tattoo so badly, just like a black silhouette of his head somewhere on my body. Now the idea of doing that makes me want to vomit. It actually makes me want to vomit. For me at the time, I've grown up in Southern California in, very close range to where Disneyland is. Throughout my life, I've had Disney passes, okay? So there have been days where I have nothing planned and I just decide to go to Disneyland like that. And at the time, Disneyland represented a place of happiness for me and my family because we were all being abused by this one man. And so we used to leave that man at home and we get our asses in the car and go to the happiest place on earth where we felt happy. And so I can recognize that Disney is a great I can recognize that the Disney movies and the music and the magic means something for a lot of people. Ratatouille is the whole reason why I decided to learn French. Disney and the magic it provides, I think, is a very real thing for people. And I'm not here to shit on that. I'm here to shit on the business practices of Disney. I got my coffee, mon café. Let's jump in. So I've already mentioned that I was a Disney fanatic. It was my dream to work at Disneyland. Now, I could still do it, but is it something I'm actively seeking out? No. Is it something that I even really want anymore? No. Growing up in Southern California, in the LA, Orange County area, means you know at least one person who's worked or does work at Disneyland. What that means is that I've heard horror stories. I've heard so many stories about the lack of care and treatment that a lot of cast members get from Disney. One thing that people have to realize is Disney is about the bottom line, the dollar. It's all money. They don't give a shit about anything besides money. That, I think, is something that people really need to realize with Disney. I have heard so many horror stories and situations of cast members being borderline abused in their job positions. Disneyland Paris especially has been described as one of the worst places to work. There's been numerous situations with cast members being homeless and Disney doing little to nothing to help fix it. Disney is all about the money, and I think this really reflects when you talk about their movies. When Disney bought out Star Wars, I was elated, ecstatic, like cloud nine. I was extremely happy, okay? This was exciting for me as a Star Wars fan. I grew up with the films, and now we're being told that we're not just gonna get 1, but 2, but 3 guaranteed new films. Are you kidding me? I was so excited. When The Force Awakens came out, I was slightly disappointed with it pretty much felt like episode 4 all over again, but I was still excited. Whatever episode 8 is called, I don't even like to name it. that shit was terrible. And that shit reminded me of why I stopped watching Marvel movies. You see, Disney is all about the money, the profit, the bottom line. When Disney bought Marvel, I was excited. I was a Marvel fan. But what started to happen was we were getting Marvel movies every quarter. We were getting like 2 to 3 different Marvel movies, and it just got to the point where the market was so saturated with films. And then what does Disney do? They don't just make films, okay? They make merch, they make toys in their own Disneyland parks. And remember, I have a pass, so I watched this happen. They slowly started to add more Marvel characters into their meet and greets. They added Marvel shit to their merchandise that they were selling. Why? More money being funneled into Disney's own product. It's amazing they do this, where they create something and then they create other things with that thing in relation, and then it's just a constant cycle of money going back into their own pockets. Do you see what I'm saying? I wanted to talk also about, at least here in California, Disneyland is responsible for the destruction of so many orange groves and orange, like, places that used to grow oranges. Now I don't want to blame that all on Disney, because that's just that's just a human thing. Humans, we're famous for destroying our planet, right? So I'm not going to blame that all on Disney. But I think it just goes to show their lack of care about anything other than the dollar. This is the reason why I wanted to make this video, but I wanted to talk about Disneyland and the coronavirus. When the coronavirus, I personally, I didn't take the coronavirus seriously. Like, I knew it was a serious thing. I wore the mask. I did all that. But I just kind of felt like, how much can we do to prevent it? It's like, it's already unknowingly been spread for months. I live in California. It's a huge state. I live really close to LA, which is the huge tourist destination. Personally, for me, I just kind of felt like we're already screwed, like, kind of thing. But when Disneyland shut down, the money bitches, the money hungry Mickey Mouse bitches, when they shut down, that's when I took Rona seriously. That's when I was like, okay, maybe this shit is a little bit more serious than, because you guys, Disney only cares about the money. And I know I keep saying that, and you might be going like, well, do they? No, they really only care about the money. They truly do. I remember when I went to Disneyland, this is kind of funny. We were on the train, and I think we had just left the dinosaur area. A tree fell down and hit me and my family, like, all. The lawyers were there so fast. The Disneyland cast members they were there. So, are you guys sure you don't need medical attention? Are you guys sure? Are you guys sure? And of course, as a guest, you feel, oh wow, no bitch, they only care that we're not gonna sue them for a tree hitting us in our face and falling down. That's what they cared about. I have people in my life that I know who've worked at Disneyland and have been involved in lawsuits against the company for a lack of care. Just so many cases like that, not just California, but globally with Disneyland, with a lack of care for its employees, which is crazy because Disneyland and Disney, they expect this. They expect the top of the top. They expect perfection from you. If you are a Disneyland cast member, you better be smiling. I don't see your smile. Mickey wants you to smile, bitch. You better be on it. But the care that they give back to you is so low. On the other hand, to be devil's advocate or whatever, I can admit that, yeah, working at Disneyland is also gonna look really good on your resume. If you've ever worked at the Disney company, that's gonna look so bomb on your resume. Why? Because Disney is known for its perfection. It's known for its high quality. If you can survive a year or two at some Disney company where you're probably forced to do things that other jobs would just never ask of you, you're a strong contender for whatever job you're applying to. That is the truth. But the whole point, the whole reason why I decided to make this video, sort of stems from the coronavirus. So Disney World, which is Orlando, Florida, proof that God has left us, they decided to reopen. And Disneyland was actually supposed to reopen July 17th. Luckily, they didn't do that. I am so against Disneyland reopening for so many reasons. As someone who has been to Disneyland probably more than 100 times, I am literally not exaggerating, I can say that compared to other amusement parks and circuses and things in that realm, yes, it is it's much more clean than other amusement parks. However, it is still an amusement park that sees over hundreds and hundreds of visitors every day. Are you kidding me? I don't think that that's just a good idea to open your doors. But here is the biggest reason why I was so upset with the prospect of them reopening. In 2015, I believe it was 2015, I remember this because at the time I had a pass. My high school had to partially shut down because Disneyland had a case of the measles. Because so many people are anti-vax now. Yes, the measles. Disneyland had an outbreak of the measles, and a lot of kids at my school were susceptible to it because we all had passes, and so we all used to go. And so a lot of kids were really concerned about contracting the measles. My school, this was all during finals too, my school had to change their schedule, and they were partially shut down. We had news vans outside of our school. There was kids being interviewed. Like, I literally remember this, okay? Kids even had to stay home. Kids that weren't vaccinated or were immunocompromised, they had to stay home for like a month or a few weeks. It was like a big deal. So me remembering this, hearing that Disneyland wants to open during a literal pandemic, blew me away. Because the truth of the matter is, you can't clean the entire surfaces of everything. Disney World being open is even more bullshit to me because Disney World is like 10 times, I don't know, but it's way bigger than Disneyland. So I can't even imagine the amount of diseases that have already been spread in literally one of the worst states in terms of cases for coronavirus. I don't even want to imagine like what the fuck that is like, you know? I know this was a lot. I know I've been angry and it's just because I've had years of anecdotes and stories and own experiences with Mickey Incorporated, you know, the Mickey Meister, and I just feel as though Disney is such an there's something so insidious and evil to Disney about me. They ruined Marvel and Star Wars, and I will stand by that. They ruined it. I'm talking about the oversaturation of the market with merch and more movies and more shows without a care of quality. Disney has become less and less a thing that cares about quality and just quantity. When I heard about Disney Plus, an anger deeper than I can even describe filled my body because again, I feel like Disney Plus is just more proof of them only wanting to put money back into their pockets. Here's something else that a lot of people never fucking talk about. Disney owns everything. Disney owns everything. I do my best to avoid giving money to Disney. I do my best to avoid putting coins in Mickey's dummy thick pockets. I do my best. But the truth of the matter is that's nearly impossible. They own the media. I would not be surprised if Disney had a hand in oil and energy. If Disney owned health. If Disney had a hand in healthcare. I would not be surprised by these things. Disney owns everything. That's what makes Disney so evil to me. Everything about Disney, there's such a backdoor element, and they hide behind magic and childhood nostalgia and a mouse. A cute little mouse that just wants you to give him your money. So, that was a short little rant about why I hate Disney. Just a little rant. Hey. It's my channel, and I can talk about whatever the fuck I want. But what do you guys think? Are you guys pro-Disney, anti-Mickey? Have you ever worked at Disneyland? Have you heard some experiences about Disney in your country? Comment down below what you think. But anyways, too long, don't read. I think the Disneyland brand, Disney, Mickey Meister, Mickey Mouster, I think they're extremely greedy, money hungry, and they don't give a shit about you. But that's just business overall, one could argue. That's just consumerism and capitalism. And we're all gonna die under its heavy hand. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and all that jazz. And I will see y'all in the next one. Oh, I also want to say a huge thank you to my patrons. Y'all have been supporting me in ways that I can't even describe. I appreciate all of your likes, comments, DMs, and suggestions on how I can improve my channel. I also just want to say thank you to my subscribers. I'm almost at 1,500 subscribers. I literally cannot believe that. I cannot conceptualize that. I cannot put that into my brain and take that in with the... I can't take that in properly. I truly cannot. And I want to say thank you to you guys, even if you're not subscribed and you're just watching my channel. Thanks. Merci beaucoup. I would say, though, perhaps, like, maybe, possibly, maybe, it would be a great idea for you to subscribe. Maybe. It's up to you, though. I truly don't know. But anyways, y'all, thank you so much for watching, and I really appreciate it. All right, bye.